Gran Turismo 7. This is what we know so far. 400 cars and 34 tracks on launch. They are bringing back fan favorite tracks such as Trial Mountain, High Speed Ring and Deep Forest Raceway. There are going to be more cars and tracks added in future updates. So with the campaign, you start off in a compact vehicle that you have to purchase from the used dealer with 20,000 credits, and then progress all the way up to FIA GT3 race cars. You know the gist if you've played any Gran Turismo game before. So the cafe, this is what the game is basically centered around apparently. So the cafe, you are given menus with 3 cars on it. So once you collect 3 cars on it, it gives you missions for each car. Once you complete all of that, you get a completion bonus. Once you complete a menu, you will come in contact with the designer of the actual car, and they will give you a brief history of the vehicles and just talk about the car to basically make you more involved with each vehicle that is in the game. Okay, Brand Central. This is where you buy brand new cars from 2001 up. So you can buy 300 cars from Brand Central. So if there's 400 cars in a game and you can buy 300 of them from Brand Central, that means the other 100 are old vehicles. They're older than 2000. My problem is with Brand Central, the prices for some of these vehicles, we don't know how much we're gonna earn per race and things like that. But a Ford Raptor is 5.5 million credits. What the? A Ford Raptor, that for me is insanely expensive. That is so expensive. I think this might be a problem because if vehicles are going to be crazy priced like that, I'm only buying second hand from the used dealership. And we'll talk about that in a minute. The museum you can also find in Brand Central. This will give you a history on the entire car brand. They use the example of Porsche in the actual states of play, and it ran from the person who created it, Mr. Ferdinand Porsche, all the way down up until present day. Use cars. This is going to be my bread and butter of the game. You buy cars for cheap. Look, it is pre-used cars and things. If we can actually take cars from online or make it a community-based thing, I don't think that's going to happen. It's just going to be whatever the game wants to give you, like in Gran Turismo 4. So some cars are actually sold at higher price than when it originally came out, like in real life. And they use the example of like JDM vehicles, about how back in the day it used to cost like 20,000 and nowadays people are paying like upwards of 100,000 for the vehicle. Legendary car dealership. This is where you're gonna buy cars that have scratched their name in history. I'm talking about the Tom Woods Supra, the Mazda 787B race car, the old Le Mans cars that have won at Pebble Beach, Willys Jeep. And trust me, since these cars have really made a name for themselves, the price tag for these vehicles is gonna be through the roof. I mean, if you're paying 5.5 million for a Ford Raptor, you think you're gonna pay what, 6 million for one of these cars? Don't play yourself. Fun thing about the tracks is they actually have special championships. Some tracks provide special championships and special races that won't be available on other tracks. Gran Turismo 7 also introduces drag racing and drifting. With drag racing, you have to tune your gears for ultimate power in a short distance, while also learning about throttle control, because spinning isn't winning. Drifting, on the other hand, is like other drift trials that have been in previous games. They mark out sections of a track, you go slide, and you get as many points as you can. You can really compete against friends and just see who can perform the best drifts. A big section that they focused on was weather. The weather in this game is going to be absolutely insane. They said that because of geographical reasons, the weather in America will be completely different to the weather in Europe and Asia. It will have, the stars will change on different patterns. The sun will rise and sets, and the moon will, trust me guys, for this game, look at the sky, appreciate the weather, because honestly they took their time on it. The cool thing that they did with the weather was, they said on large tracks, and they used the Nürburgring for example, because honestly it's a big track, you should know. It can rain on one part and be sunny on the other. That is also something that they said. Replay mode has also changed. Remember, it used to be stuck on like specific parts of the track. You couldn't really follow the car properly. Now they have changed that. You can actually, the camera actually changes with the music that's playing with the replay. So every time you go back to watch the replay, it's gonna be like a different video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually enjoy that, because if I saw a good replay and I want to show someone and I bring them and it's completely different, I'm not too sure about feel about that. If you're playing on the PS5, as I know a lot of you are, I'm not. I have a PS4. PS5s are too expensive and you can't buy them anywhere because they are always sold out. Okay, the controller, the hyperdaptic feedback from the PS5 controller, it makes you feel the car, feel the road. When you hit clipping points, you can feel it in the controller. You can feel your wheels locking up on your controller. They said the controller will feel like a real life steering wheel. So if you do play on PS5, please let me know how that works. 3D audio. This is what I'm excited about. 3D audio basically means the sound will bounce off of the other cars around you, the road. Say you're driving through Tokyo, the sounds will bounce off the buildings and just completely change it. I can't wait for that. I love the car sounds in Gran Turismo games. Customization. Okay, there's approximately 60 performance parts per car apparently. Over 650 dynamic parts, 130 different types of wheels, 1200 different paint colors. The thing is with the paint that I found interesting, you can find official licensed paints from cars. Okay, you can add roll cages, you know, cool. And wide bodies. Look, we've known about the wide bodies for a long time now, but they showed it more, and honestly, I'm excited. Genuinely, I am amped about it. Car customization is what I love, and this is what they are bringing. Big ups to Gran Turismo 7. Stickers can now be applied to windows because it wasn't able in other games, so that's something. If you design liveries, car wash and oil changes back. The fan favorite is back. I don't know, there's just something satisfying about doing a couple of races and having to change oil or going to just wash your car. Scapes. For photographers, this is huge. You can put your car in over 2,500 different spots around the globe. You can take HDR pictures. Please, if I have a bad thumbnail in this game, please let me know, please. because there's actually no reason with all the possible ways you can take pictures of the cars in this game. Okay, then you get showcase. Showcase, you can upload your liveries, pictures, videos, just whatever you do in game, you can upload it to the community, get up likes, you know, just interact and get people, you know, to view your content in game. Now there's a small thing that they ended off with called the music rally. I'm not sure about this one, to be honest with you. I don't know, because it's like paying homage to like classic retro races where you had to get to a checkpoint and it would add time onto that. I don't know who is gonna stop from actually racing and progressing through the game to play music rally. I mean, I understand where the developers were coming from, but to be honest with you, I'm not a fan already. But that's just my final thoughts. So that's what we know from Gran Turismo 7. If you did stick around, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It's, you know, thank you so much. I am gonna be bringing Gran Turismo 7 content as soon as it drops, possible live streams if I have better Wi-Fi. So yeah, don't forget, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.